All right, Claude. So we're talking advanced golfers. How should we be using launch monitors so we can, let's say, win the club championship?
Well, I definitely think one of the best things that a launch monitor can do is help optimize the way you're driving the golf ball. So when we're looking at the numbers on the Rapsodo, we're going to use the RPT ball. So we're going to look at spin, we're going to look at launch, we're going to look at obviously carry in total, and then we're going to look at club head speed and ball speed. So the holy grail for driver fitting is to launch the golf ball high with no spin. What the average golfer does is, because they tend to slice the golf ball and come over it, they tend to hit down on their driver, which the angle of attack gets down, and then it spins a lot. So when you're looking at what your driver's doing, you're looking at the spin, you're looking at the launch, and you're looking at the shape. So if we look at that last one, for you, the shot vision, you can see that we've got some curve from left to right. Okay? And so what we notice about that is the launch is low, right, compared to what you do when you hit a good one. So on a good swing for you, it's launching it at around 12, spinning it at 2,500, right? So you launch this one at 9.5, but the spin is at 34, almost 3,500. Look at the difference in the carry distance, and look at the difference in the club head speed and the ball speed. So on the good one, the club head speed is higher, the ball speed is higher, the carry is total, the launch is higher, the spin is less. On the bad one, you're catching it. So let's go ahead and look at the impact view to see if we can kind of get an idea of where we're hitting that. So that's a little bit in the neck, right? So the face is clothing, and the gear effect on the driver is when we're hitting it a little bit in the neck, that's the one that's going to go from left to right. When we're hitting it off the toe, that's the one that's going to curve from right to left too much. So we can see that that's a very different shot than the previous one. But the data tells us, okay, the launch angle's lower, which causes the spin to go higher, which causes me to lose almost 30 yards in distance. Okay? So let's hit another one, and you're going to try and hit this one and feel like the face isn't closing so much.
Okay. Got it.
And then I think we're going to catch it a little bit more in the center of the face. The closer to the center of the face we hit the golf ball, the better the ball speed, right? So when we see these ball speed drops, right, this is almost 5 mile per hour ball speed drop. We know that that is because of where we're contacting the ball on the face.
So do most golfers you see, the
majority of golfers hit it either off the toe or the heel, right? So the average recreational golfer, because they slice the golf ball and they're swinging the golf club from out to in, are most likely from that out to in move are either going to catch it off the toe, and we're going to lose a lot of distance and a lot of speed. But you do that enough times, eventually you're tired of hitting it to the right, so you try and shut the face, you catch one down here in the neck, and again, we're compromising where we're hitting it on the face. The more we hit it in the center of the face, the less we hit it off the toe and the heel, the better the shot. And we know that because the last one you hit, the ball speed drops, the distance drops, and we know from the impact view, you're hitting it in the heel. So a little bit more feeling like you're not closing the face so much at impact. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, that felt good.
So we're immediately going to see a difference in the launch and the spin. So you launch that almost 2 degrees higher than the previous one, and you're catching it a lot more in the center of the face. We know we're not hitting down on it so much because the launch was higher. Because the launch was higher, the spin rate went up. So the previous shot, the spin rate was right around 3,500 RPMs. That's 2,200. And the ball, that swing you just made versus the previous one, you hit the golf ball 20 yards further.
It's a big difference. Big difference. So for advanced golfers, you got to pay attention to launch angle, spin,
and spin are going to basically give you a good gauge of whether you're hitting too much down on your driver or hitting too much up on your driver. If that launch number is super, super high, that's not great either. So you don't want to get too extreme on either end. And I think knowing, okay, when I play my best, I launch it. Again, it's the same thing we're trying to do when we're dialing in the numbers, right? We're trying, or the yardages. We want to know, okay, how far do I carry my driver? This is really good power as well, because if you do, let's say 10 of these, you're going to get a kind of good average of what your drives look like. And then that's going to help you on par fives. It's going to help you when you have to maybe have forced carries. Can I carry the water? Can I carry those bunkers? You're not flying blind there, saying, okay, I think I can. Well, no, I know, what's it to carry that? 280, yeah. I know that I can carry my driver 280.
Yeah.
Right, so again, knowledge is power. Knowing what you're doing when you're hitting your golf shots is going to make a big effect on how you play the game.
Give us some takeaways for numbers here. For mine, I launched it between 9.5 and 12.5.
Yeah, so I think
where
for
would you want to see that?
Kind of your sweet spot is going to kind of be, you don't want to get anything under 10.
Yeah.
Anything under 10 for you from a launch standpoint, the spin is going to start to get tough to manage and you're going to start to spin it too much. Okay. So yeah, I think if you could try and kind of launch it around that 10 to 12 range, we're going to knock some spin down, the ball speeds are going to jump, and then you're going to start to hit it further.
Got it. Cool. Great step for advanced golfers. You got to work on your speed. You got to get better at that. And Launch Monitor is the way to do it.
These are the numbers that the best players in the world that you watch on television, these are the numbers that when they're getting fitted for golf clubs and they're working on their swing and working with the driver, these are the numbers they're looking at.
Yep, perfect. Thanks, Claude.